India's continuously improving GDP growth rate performance is now showing results, and it has been projected that by the year 2030, India will become the third largest economy in the world. As of now, we are the fifth largest economy, but by the year 2030, we can be the third largest economy if we keep on going and keep on performing nicely with the ongoing GDP growth rate. And this is what we will be discussing today. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be talking about that India to become world's third largest economy by the year 2030, and this has been given by S&P Global Ratings. So first of all, about the points of focus, what we'll be talking about. First, we'll be looking at the news. Then, what is the road to third largest economy? How the GDP growth rate would be performing? What is the current scenario? What are the challenges in achieving the target? And in the end, prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3. That is economy. So, let's begin. The news talks about India set to become third largest economy by the year 2030. So as of now, the year 2023 is going on and is almost about to end because December has started. So you can say 2024. So there are 6 years that we have in hand by 2030. So in 6 years, it has been said that third largest economy. As of now, India is the fifth largest economy, and the country which we surpassed was United Kingdom. And by the year 2030, we can be the third largest economy after United States of America and China. And the two countries as of now who are ahead of us is US, China, and then Germany and Japan. And then there is India. So what is happening is that the S&P Global Ratings, what they have done, they have taken out the Global Credit Outlook 2024. So the Global Credit Outlook 2024 is being published by the S&P Global Ratings, and it has said that India will become the world's third largest economy by the year 2030. They are projecting it. And what the Global Credit Outlook 2024 talks about is that S&P saw a 6.4% GDP growth in the fiscal year through March 2024 as compared to 7.2% in the previous financial year. So when we talk about the GDP growth, what that stands for? Gross Domestic Product. Now what is gross domestic product? Because this is the major aspect that you will keep on hearing, that it is about the GDP growth rate, it is about the GDP is increasing or the GDP is decreasing. So when we talk about India, imagine just a situation and bear with my drawing skills. This is India's map. Then whatever is being produced within the territories of India, the finished products that are produced within the territories of India can come within GDP, and GDP is different from GNP, that is the gross national product, that is completely different. What is being produced, the finished product that is being produced within the territories of the nation comes under the gross domestic product. So whatever is being produced within the territories of India is what comes under the gross domestic product, the finished products. So everything is being talked about GDP growth. Now that is fine. So road to third largest economy. Why S&P Global Ratings are saying that India by the year 2030 can become the third largest economy? They have their own backing to say this, and the reason is that the growth rate of India will remain at 6.4% in the next fiscal, that is 2024-25. In the fiscal year 2025-26, the GDP growth rate can be 6.9%, while in the year 2026-27 the GDP growth rate can be 7%. So if you will see that there is a upward graph in the GDP growth. So according to the S&P Global Ratings, India's GDP growth would be performing better with each passing year, from 6.4 to 6.9 to 7%. And on the basis of India's performance in GDP growth, they are projecting that by the year 2030, India will become the third largest economy. And India is set to become the third largest economy by the year 2030 and will be the fastest growing. And it will be the fastest growing major economy in the next 3 years. So when we talk about the fastest growing economy, there are two names which comes to our mind, that is India and China. So China had an exponential growth if we talk about the last 2 decades. And India, on the other hand, is having a continuous growth. But China as of now is slowing down, but India, if we will see, is having a continuous GDP growth. So which will help India to achieve the third largest economy status by 2030. The current scenario, India currently is the 5th largest economy in the world, which is behind United States of America, which you can say has around 26 trillion economy. Then comes China, around 18 trillion economy. Germany is around 4.44 trillion. Japan is about 4.2 trillion. And then comes India, which has as of now 3.75 trillion. So after India is UK. So India has surpassed UK. So these are the countries and their economies as of now. So if we will see that Japan and Germany is not far behind. So Japan is also not performing really very good, and Germany or the European nations is suffering from their own problems which has arisen also because of the Russia-Ukraine war. So the problem of crude oil and natural gas is what is causing problems for the European nations. So India can surpass Japan and Germany, while the top two, that is the US and China, they are countries which are very very large economies when we talk about the size of the economy. So India can surpass Japan and Germany in the coming times. What can be the challenges for India if we talk about that the challenges India will face in achieving the road to become the third largest economy by 2030? Then that can be global manufacturing hub. See, we are a service sector economy. We outsource a lot of services, but what is creating a problem for us is that we need to also produce in our country. We also need to be a manufacturing hub in itself so that we can export more while we import less. As of now, we are importing a lot of things. So we need to be a manufacturing hub, because being a manufacturing hub will also provide employment to people. But if employment generation will be there, then people will get employed and they will have money in their pockets. So capital formation will also take place. Then developing a strong logistics framework, because logistics framework will help in developing the infrastructure and also connecting the different sectors of the economy. Then upskilling workers. Now this is a problem which our economy is facing, that the market demand and the market supply is not what is happening at the same level. Upskilling of workers needs to be there, because advanced studies needs to be done and people needs to be updated at regular intervals, so that we also have the upskilled workers, especially in the scientific field, in the R&D field. So upskilling of workers needs to be there. Then increasing female participation in the workforce. The female participation in our workforce as of now, if we compare with other countries also, is very low. If we talk about female workforce, then in our country it has always been in the bracket of some 16 to 23 to 24%. Even in the parliament, the women participation is very low at around 14%. So the female workforce needs to increase, and that is how even the overall workforce will increase. Then high growth startup ecosystem. because startups are said to be the moving wheel of the economy. Startups and the MSMEs are the majority of the employment generation sectors for our country. So the high growth startup ecosystem is needed, and startup needs to get the funding also. So these are few of the challenges that if India and its economy gets hold of it, then becoming the third largest economy by 2030 is not far away. Now, in the end of prelims MCQ, any people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. Global Credit Outlook 2024 is published by Reserve Bank of India, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, or S&P Global Ratings. Asking you a very simple question, but these kind of questions and the reports are being asked by UPSC many a times in the past. So knowing about this becomes important. So tell me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading and keep writing.